What's going on, guys? CWG here. Welcome to episode 101 on the Vault Hunters SMP. Did you know the Taipei 101 was the tallest skyscraper for 6 years? Interesting. Now, you saw the title of the video. We have 25 unspent knowledge points. It's about time we unlock a new mod to help us out. And the mod we're going to be unlocking is a tech mod called Thermal Expansion. So let's go ahead and research it. 19 knowledge points down the drain. So Thermal Foundation is kind of like Mechanism, as in it has machines that do stuff and things. You can see all the little machines right here. Now, a lot of the machines in Thermal Foundation, we don't even have to make because they serve the same function as these machines we have right here from Mechanism. But there is a few machines in particular that Mechanism does not have that I am interested in. Alright, I'll be honest. The reason why I unlocked this mod is because I wanted to automate health potions, because I've needed a lot of health potions now that we're doing those Valara altars now. And you can actually automate the potion brewing process with using a machine called a fluid encapsulator. You could fill bottles, and you could actually use the alchemical imbuer to actually make the potions just like the brewing stands. Except for it's way easier. Now you can imagine me. We unlock the mod. I'm all excited to do this, and then I realize the alchemical imbuer is disabled. It has no actual crafting recipe. So yeah, if you want to automate potions like that, I would recommend going down the immersive engineering path. I guess we'll just have to unlock immersive engineering later so we can automate this potion process. Well, anyways, we can make this thing called the Blast Chiller. And this is going to be a good way to get infinite snowballs, because snowballs is a thing that keeps popping up in the vaulter, and there's no really easy way for me to get it other than manually shoveling it. Until now, let's make the infinite snowball machine, the Blast Chiller. So to make it, it's not too hard. It needs a machine frame, which is going to cost some gems. Let's make a recipe for that. It's going to cost a flux coil, which is going to be more gems, no big deal. But it's also going to need these Invar gears. Now, this is something unique to Thermal Series. They have these alloys within the mod, and one of them is called Invar. So the way you get Invar is by smelting Invar Blend. How do we get Invar Blend? With iron dust and nickel dust. Just combine it, get Invar Blend, smelt it down, you got Invar Metal. Now, luckily, we already have all these Mechanism machines. We already have a crushing factory to make the dust, and we have a smeltery to smelt it down. So I'm going to go ahead and set up automatic recipes for all this Invar stuff, so that way we don't have to worry about it, and I'll be right back. Well, I sure am learning a lot this episode. I figured to get nickel dust, I'd just be able to put nickel into the crushing factory. The good news is iron goes in there, good, crushes right into iron dust. The bad news is nickel. The nickel, you can't turn it into dust. There's only one way you can actually turn it into dust, and it's using the Thermal Expansion Pulverizer. Now, lucky for us, during our key treasure rooms, we've actually managed to get a hold of 4 pulverizers. Well, we only need 1, but we have pulverizers now. Cool. So I'm going to add the pulverizer to our lineup of machines here, so that way I can automate the formation of nickel dust, so we can get our Invar gears. And boom, our pulverizer is hooked up and ready to go. I already got the recipe set up for this bad boy. So if we tell it to make some nickel dust, will it use the machine? Yes, look at it go. Now, it is pretty slow, and there is upgrades we can put into these things called augments. We'll worry about those after we get the Blast Chiller. Alright, now that that's all out of the way, can we make ourselves a Blast Chiller now, please? No, it says we're out of nickel. What do you mean we're out of nickel? Oh, we only have a couple nickel. Oh, we got tons of nickel ore. What's the best way to process this stuff? Well, what do you know? It looks like the Mechanism machines don't even work with nickel in this pack, so we have to use the pulverizer. It also gives us a chance of getting copper as well. So all I gotta do is tell the pulverizer that 1 ore can make 2 dust. That simple. Throw that into the crafter, and now I think we should be able to make the Blast Chiller. Here we go. Oh, you can see the pulverizer hard at work, slowly pulverizing nickel ore. Hurry up. Hey, we finally got it. Let's go. Alright, so I got our Blast Chiller here powered up. I got a sink right on the back of it that's providing it with water, because I set it to input through the back with auto input. It's making ice, which is cool and all, but we have Omega statues for ice. What we want is snowballs. And for the snowballs, we need this thing called a ball cast. And to make the ball cast, we need bronze. And bronze is another one of those alloys I was talking about before. We're gonna have to make auto crafting for the bronze blend, which is a mixture of copper and tin dust. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ourselves a ball cast, and I'll be right back. Wait a second, there's only 2 ways to make bronze plates apparently. One of them's from immersive engineering, which we can't even do, so we have to make this machine. The multi-servo press. This is thermal expansion in a nutshell. To make a machine, you need another machine, which means you need another machine. And ironically, this machine is going to cost me even more bronze. And Constantine, which is yet another alloy that we're going to have to set autocraft for, which this time it's nickel and copper. Yeah, so basically thermal foundation, there's a lot of different alloys you have to make. Luckily, since we have automatic genius, I can automate all of it. I don't have to worry about manually making all these alloys. So I'm going to go down the rabbit hole of just making a bunch of thermal expansion machines, and I'll bring you guys back once we got like a whole bunch of them that we need. You know, as I'm chilling here setting up auto crafting recipes, I'm realizing I've been mining tin throughout this entire playthrough, and I've never once used any of my tin ore until now. At level 213. And here we go, we got our multi-servo press pressing us some bronze plates, so that way we can get our ball cast. Look at it go. Okay, we should have our ball cast here now. Now we can go to our blast chiller and put it into the slot, so we take out the ice. It should make snowballs now? Yes! So now I don't have to worry about manually farming this stuff ever again. So what I'm gonna do here is automatically have it go into the system, and once I have like a good stockpile of snowballs going on, I can go into here and just turn the machine off like this. So yeah, infinite snowballs, another thing I'll have to worry about in the vaulter anymore. So now there's actually ways to upgrade these machines to make them way faster, because right now they super slow. There's augments you can use that you can craft that'll make things faster. Now there's also these things that upgrade your machines. They're called integral components. There's 3 different tiers. The first tier uses Invar. We already have Invar automated, so we're good there. The second tier requires Electrum and Signalium. Those are 2 more alloys I'm going to have to make, but each of them are just a blend. Like Signalium is redstone, copper, and tin. All I really have to do is just set up recipes for all this crap. And the final tier uses Enderium. And in order to make Enderium blend, it does require ender pearls, and I'm kind of out of ender pearls, so I'm gonna have to take a stop by the Enderman farm. But it also uses diamond dust and lead dust. So I'm going to set up crafting recipes to get all these different upgrades, and we're going to make sure our machines from Thermal Foundation go as fast as they possibly can. Because I've noticed one thing from y'all in the comment section, y'all always want the machines to go as fast as possible. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, and I've done it. I made the resonant integral components. It took a while to get this all automated and set up, but we can go ahead and tell the system to craft one. It's going to use a whole bunch of materials, and we can actually see our pulverizer in action. So if we drop this into the augment slot, like look at the speed it's going now, drop it in, boom! It goes 4 times the speed, I think? Yeah. Now there's still 3 more slots for other augments. And I'm going to fill those with the flux linkage amplifiers, which increase its power consumption, but it makes the machine go way faster. And since we have so much power from our reactor, I think I'm going to do that to all these machines, and I'll be right back. And here we go. We got all of our machines completely maxed out with the resonant and 3 linkage amplifiers. Now if we tell it to make, I don't know, 2 of these resonant boys, how fast are these machines going to be? Pulverizer, super fast. Induction smelter is already done. Same with the servo making plates. Yeah, these machines are ridiculously fast now. Also, I never showed you guys, but I did make the induction smelter, and what it can do, it can actually make some of the alloys in the mod, like Signalium. You just chuck them in, you get some. The main reason I needed it was for the stuff called hardened glass, which combines like obsidian, nether quartz, and sand, and I needed that to make the integral component, so that's why that machine's down there. We got all kinds of machines to the squad. I even had to make another smelting factory because our smelting factory over here ran out of recipe slots, so I had to make a new one to hold even more auto smelting. I'm curious, how fast does this snowball machine go now? I turned it off because I had a good amount of snowballs. Let's see how, oh my gosh, it makes snowballs at record speed now. Okay, let's turn that back off. Needless to say, snowballs no longer an issue. So that means we've done it. We've beat Thermal Series. Yeah, we've pretty much automated all the way up to the max tier augments. There's not much left to do, except for the main reason why I unlocked this mod is because I want the Phytogenic Insulator. This machine is able to farm basically anything in Minecraft. All you have to do is supply it with water. And you can also put bone meal to speed up the machine. But specifically, there's things in here like 2 tall flowers. And the big one is vines. Vines are so hard to farm, but once we get this machine, we'll be able to farm it no problem, but it requires us to unlock Phytogenic Insulator. we go in the tech tree. That is right here. It costs 13 knowledge points though, so we're gonna need 7 more, and then we can finally get that machine. I don't have to worry about vines or too tall flowers ever again, which will be nice. And some of y'all may have noticed I put the villager guy who's getting us ender pearls over here. I just have another interface over here that's exporting emeralds going into here, and then it pumps the ender pearls back into the system. Because I don't want to have to go to the enderman farm over and over, so we got a villager here from the Easy Villagers mod that'll do that work for us.
Thank you.
Well, it was super fun beating thermal expansion and all that. But we gotta get back into the vaults. We need 37 more levels to get to level 250. And I want to get to 13 unspent knowledge points to unlock the next mod that I want. So we're gonna run your average Joe Schmo crystal because you can actually get some pretty good modifiers. And if you run random crystals, you get like catalyst fragments and a bunch of good stuff. So let's go and see what we get. All right, looks like we got a scavenger vault, plentiful and resilient, and that's it. As for the scavenger, we need a ton of chest stuff, some drowned stuff, creeper, skeleton. So if we manage to get all the chest stuff, then it shouldn't be too big of a deal. We get +2 luck, more damage, and Wendar removes 2 minutes. That's fine. Oh, the paint drop rooms are so nice now because we can directly suck the paint drops. And keep in mind that we have plentiful in this vault, so there should be some good ores in here. Maybe. You know what? I don't even care if there's good ores in here. It's just too satisfying sucking it in with the laser. It's worth it. Now, I don't know why I'm just noticing this, but in the factory room, a lot of these buckets have like void liquid and explosive things. In the paint room, it seems that the buckets always have a gilded chest at the top. So, how am I just now noticing that there's been a difference? Oh, in the very next room, we get an end room inside of a plentiful vault. Let's go ahead and start zapping. Echo, let's go. Wow, I wasn't expecting to find Echo ore in this vault this early, but here we go. You love to see it. Black opal, yes. All right, and just because this is a decent vault doesn't mean I'm gonna ignore the altars. The altars are the most important part of the special operation. Give me your Thanos favor, please. No favor. What do we get? Bunch of junk. Oop, we found another Thanos altar. Let's see if it'll give us some favor. And yes, I make a protective water ring around me so I could just concentrate on the altar and not worry about mobs. No favor, sadly. Ooh, we do get a heavy repair core, though. I'm always down with that. Ooh, we got an X marks the spot room. What's it gonna be? Come on, viewers, summon me your luck. Do not let me get the mobs one. Yes! Gilded chest! Thank you, viewers. I knew I could count on y'all. Omega! Hey, we got a health point one, sweet. I would love to get Valara out of the negatives now. Now for this one, we have our hollowed Valara idol, and we have health potions inside of this tank that I've been drinking. Also, fun fact, for whatever reason, if it's a splash potion of healing, it actually heals you for double of a normal health potion. So that's kind of cool. Now, fun fact, if you accidentally remove all your hearts with the Valara altar, it will kill you, even though you do have an idol, so you have to be very careful with it. Especially considering there's no afterlife in this vault. If I right-click this guy one too many times, our series is pretty much over. Oh, we got a favor, let's go! And we lost Wendar. Yes, Wendar's almost at -16, as low as it can go, and from there we can get the others to +16. Our dream is almost reality. We just need one more Valara favor, and we won't get added mobs in the vault anymore when we don't want them. Oh, I'm so happy. Celebration, I'll even check for an end room, even though there's probably not one. Yeah, there's not. Oh my gosh, the Wendar altars are up to 5 minutes now. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be touching another Wendar altar for the rest of the series. If you guys didn't know, if a god favor gets more and more negative, it actually becomes more and more expensive to use the altar. So since our Wendar's so negative, the time it takes to get the altar finished now is 5 minutes, which is just ridiculous. Oh wow, there's a mob kill altar underwater. Weird. Oh wait. Look, there's actually a mob. Well, I'll keep that guy around, but I am gonna mine all these puffer fishes because this is a plentiful vault. Let's go. All right, I think I developed a strategy. Run down the tunnel, run back down the tunnel, and right above this water column is where that altar is. As long as I could lure mobs to it, like these mobs over here, I think I could actually finish it. Like this. Sorry, Dowski. Here we go. Korey should be the last mob kill that I need. Give me a favor, please. No! Alright, what do we get? Jeez, we get so much vault dust from these altars now. It's ridiculous. Hey, we got black opal. Never gonna complain about that. Ooh, there's 2 altars we need in this village room. We got the mob one over here and the health one over here. So I'll start with the mob one first, see if we can get a favor. Or I can hunt mobs while I give health to the altar, and then jump back to the mob. We can go do both at once. Ah, no favor from the Valar one. That would have been so cool if we got it, though. If we got 2 favors in 1 vault. Alright, Hellfire PvP. Hopefully you're the one that gives me a favor. Please? No. Dang it. That's okay. Ooh, another heavy repair core. Let's go. Oh, wait, but there's a Valara guy right here, and I only have 3 minutes. There's always time. Come on, give it to me. Ah, so close. Wasn't even anything good in the chest. Alright, I'm leaving for real now. And we're back, and we got some good stuff. Heavy repair core. I can't believe we just got like a random echo ore out of nowhere. A bunch of vault gold and silver, vault ingots, crystal caves, and another heavy repair core. Yes. Oh, I never even checked. What's in the soul shard menu? Ooh, flawed ruby. Yoink. Flawed rubies add more modifiers to gear. They're super good. And now we got 3 of them. And I think we actually have more flawed rubies in the system. Yeah, we got 3 more in here. I think we're up to 6 flawed rubies now. I'm saving these guys until we get tier 3 gear so we can make some super gear. Alright, let's check our deck, see what we got. Looks like we only got a little bit of all the stuffs and things. Not too much. Oh, we did get 20 burger parts though. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's go ahead and make 20 burgers with all the patties that we have. Get us about halfway to 214 or maybe like a third. And let's eat all the other stuff in there. Now, oh yes, we had enough to craft a knowledge star. Uh-oh. It's alarming. No, we must get the knowledge star. There we go. Yep, that's right. I replaced the bell down here with alarms from the gauges and switches mod. So now it's just gonna alarm at me every time we have a knowledge star or a skill orb. And with that, we're out of time for today's episode. Expect a live stream within the next day or 2 because we got a lot of grinding we gotta do. We gotta get to level 250. I'll catch you guys in the next one. CWG out.